Welcome to Big B Daily. No frauds allowed.
Hello. Happy Friday to everybody, man. Thank you guys for showing up and joining the live Big B Daily Show, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Time. Man, it is going to be a great weekend for football. Thank you guys for joining the show. As always, here on TikTok, thank you guys for joining. Anybody that's in here that's not following, man, please give me a follow. Keep tapping the screen. We're looking for at least 3,500 likes and 30 new follows today, man. So go ahead and tap the screen. And if you want to join the chat over on YouTube, because we're live on TikTok, live on YouTube, click on my bio, click on my YouTube screen or YouTube link in my bio on TikTok. Subscribe to Big B Sports Talk. Come on over, join the chat, man. So let's get into this, people. Let's get into it. So, first things first, let's talk about this NCAA Spygate, this scandal. First off, I think it's the dumbest thing that's going. The NCAA is basically telling Jim Harbaugh, we couldn't get you on this, we couldn't get you on that. We're going to try to get you on this. We just don't want you part of college football anymore. And I think it's going to work because I think Jim Harbaugh is just going to say, screw you, we're out. Because they didn't do anything that's like illegal. Like, people are trying to compare it to what the Patriots did. It's not even remotely the same. If I go to a paid football game and I steal the signs while I'm at this football game, how is that something wrong? Y'all gonna have to explain to me how that's wrong. That's not what the Patriots did. That's not even close to what the Patriots did. So how is that wrong? I mean, don't they show signs all the time on the sideline with the cameras? They do that too. So I just don't get it. I don't get it. People are mad. I'm like, what, if I go to a game and I'm able to steal the signs because I watch, more power to me. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. That is, and again, anybody, and I do mean anybody that's trying to compare this to what the Patriots did, it is not the same. The Patriots were recording practices. Okay? That is totally different. Totally different. Setting up cameras in press boxes. That's not the same. That is not the same. So it is just insane what they're trying to do to Jim Harbaugh. NCAA is just ridiculous. But I think it's going to make Harbaugh leave. I know some people on Twitter today were getting into it with me saying, oh, well, Harbaugh, nobody wants to hire him. If he could have gotten a job in the NFL, he would have gotten one. I'm like, he just didn't get one. He didn't want one. It ain't because he couldn't get it. He's looking for the exact job that he wants. What's good, my man? So he's just looking for the right opportunity. It ain't because he can't get an NFL job. People are crazy. And he can get a job. He just wants the job that he wants. That's it. That's it. But it's mostly Michigan State fans that are bitter because their program is literally in the toilet. And Michigan is starting. But, I mean, they've always been Michigan's little brother. Not even little brother. Just I don't even know what you'd call them. But Michigan State has never been on Michigan's level. They're never going to be. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying. He declined jobs. It's not that Jim Harbaugh can't get a job. He just wants the one that he wants. And good for him to be in that position, to be able to pick the job that you want. So, moving on. So, Major League Baseball, man. The playoffs are starting to heat up. The Astros, whew, they have totally flipped the script on the Rangers. They flipped the script so much, I don't think the Rangers, if the Rangers don't win today, the series is over. It's over. The Astros have turned it completely around. For some odd reason, they beat the hell out of the ball, in Arlington, and the Rangers can't do nothing about it. So, and I think so too. Somebody over here on TikTok, Sammy, thinks the Astros win the next two. Yeah, I do. I mean, the Rangers had it all set up. You win the first two on the road, you come home, and you get your tail kicked in. My God. And yesterday was brutal. Brutal. So I think that series is pretty much over. I give the Rangers a little bit of a fighting chance, but I think it's about over. Diamondbacks climb back into it. I still think they got a fighting chance. I like the Phillies, but I still think they got a fighting chance. So it'll be interesting to see what happens today with both of those games. Rangers comes on first. So, question over here, over on YouTube. That was my thought. Can't you just watch games and pick up signs? I've heard Michigan had people filming signs. Exactly. You can just watch games, or you can go to games and pick up the signs. That's why you have 3 or 4 people giving signs, so you don't know which is which. If you're not doing that, that's a you problem. That's a you problem. So I agree. Harbaugh is out of there on his own because he is on the NCAA. Yeah. The NCAA wants to try to find something to get him. First, it was Hamburger Gate. He bought a kid a hamburger, and they didn't like it. I think Jim Harbaugh is like, you know what? Forget you guys. I'm done. Good for him. So these glasses I got on are a little bit too small for me. Yeah, but I'm going to wear them. So Browns defense is pretty good, man. Again, thank you guys for joining the live show. We do a live stream every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Time, live on TikTok, live on YouTube. Again, if you're on YouTube, man, the live is great over on YouTube. It is great over on YouTube. I put your question up or your statement up. It is awesome over there. So, and if you're on TikTok, come on over. Just click the link. First off, give me a follow on TikTok, and then click the link in my bio. That's all you got to do. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then come on over and join the live. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. So let's get into this, people. Big B bets. Let's pick some games. Now, again, for anybody that's not familiar, we pick all the games in the NFL. I got a select few, about 6 games in college that we pick. We do it all based on the spread, not just who's going to win or lose. It's based on the spread. Last week in college, we're starting to heat up. Last week we were 5-1. Last week on the NFL, hold on, it's 13. That's what I thought. Yeah, we were 9-4 on the NFL games last week. So let's get it going. First off, Miami Clemson. Both of them have kind of been eliminated already from ACC title contention, but the loser is definitely out. The games at Miami, I got Miami +3. Give me Miami +3. Everybody was talking about how good they were. Now, I never thought they were back, like everybody tried to say they were back. But I think they're better than Clemson, man. I just do. So give me that. You know, my home team, K-State, -6. I always got to pick a one for the home team. Give me K-State -6 over TCU. I think they get that done. Interesting game. USC and Utah. I think USC is embarrassed from last week. Utah's defense is great, but give me USC -7. That's a lot, but Utah can't score. Even on that bad USC defense, Utah can't score. Florida State, I mean, that's a ton of points. That's a ton of points. 14 over Duke. Florida State -14, but Duke's quarterback's out. Duke's quarterback is out. And I like, give me Florida State -14. I'll take it. I think Florida State's going to score in the 40s, and Duke won't be able to get close to that. So give me Florida State. Give me Florida State. Then the other one, Bama over Tennessee. I think Bama blows them out. I don't think Tennessee. I've been off the Tennessee bandwagon all year. I was on it last year. I've been off of it this year. Bama -9. It could be -90. I'm taking Bama to blow Tennessee out. To blow them out. And then Penn State, Ohio State. I like Penn State, man. At some point, Penn State has to make a stand, don't they? At some point, James Franklin and Penn State have to get over the hump. They have to get over the hump. Why not this year? Ohio State is not as good as they've been. Penn State is better than what they've been. At some point, it's got to be their year. They're on the road. Nobody thinks they can win. Give me Penn State +5. Give me Penn State +5. I like it. I like it. So, what happened to the Saints? They lost, brother. That's what happened. So, and we picked the Jags anyway. So, we don't know what happened to the Saints other than they lost. And their offense stinks. Ohio State by 20? Oh, man. By 20? No. Well, let's pick these NFL games, people. Again, go by the spread. We're going by the spread. We're not going by who wins or loses. We are going by the spread. Steelers and Rams, you know I'm taking my Steelers +3. On the road, we get a big win. Chiefs beat the Chargers. Give me the Chiefs -5.5. I like the Chiefs. Raiders and Bears, the game of backups. I just think the Raiders have better players, so give me the Raiders -2.5, even on the road. Even on the road. Browns and Colts. Even if Deshaun Watson doesn't play, I like the Browns better. I like their defense to stop anything the Colts are doing. Give me the Browns -3.5. Bills and Pats. It's -8. Bills -8. It's at New England, but the Patriots stink. Give me the Bills. Give me the Bills -8. I mean, the Pats are just horrible. Same with the Giants. Commanders, Giants. While the game's in New York, give me the Commanders -2.5. Give me the Commanders -2.5. So then we got the Falcons going to the Bucks. If the Falcons played their backup quarterback, I'd take the Falcons. If the Falcons played their backup, I would take the Falcons on the road. But they're going to play Ritter, so give me the Bucks -2.5. Lions -3 over the Ravens, or +3 over the Ravens. I'm going Lions. I'm going Lions. I think the Lions are that good. Give me the Lions +3 on the road to beat the Ravens. Cardinals and Seahawks. Geno Smith has played lousy this year. He's played lousy. But I'm still going to take the Seahawks -8 at home. just because their roster is so much better. But Geno's got to get it together, man. Got to get it together. Broncos over the Packers. I'm taking the Broncos +1 at home. Give me the Broncos. The Broncos +1, man. I think they got it. I think they can win it. Something. Keep fighting. And Jordan Love, is as quiet as it's kept, he's played worse than Russell Wilson. So, worse. Then the Dolphins at the Eagles. I wanted to take the Dolphins. I want to take the Dolphins so bad. So bad. But I'm taking the Eagles -2.5. I'm taking the Eagles -2.5. So I wanted to take the Dolphins. But I think the Eagles are going to line up and run the football, try to play a little keep away from the Dolphins. The game will be close, but I think the Eagles win it. And then the 49ers destroy the Vikings on Monday night, -7. Give me the 49ers over the Vikings. So that's Big B Bets. That is Big B Bets. Like I said, college last week, we were 5-1. You may want to think about it. You may want to think about it. We don't give gambling advice. That's not what we do. But we're picking games, and we're right. We have been right. 9-4 last week in the NFL. We've been right. So let's get into it. Again, thank you guys for joining. Big B Daily Show, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Time.
On my podcast, Cut to It, I just talked about guys that maybe have
live on TikTok, live on YouTube. So let's see what we got. Let's start out our Q&A with TikTok today. I don't have the Sooners. Who do they play? I mean, Oklahoma's schedule has been so bad. They're going to win whoever they play. So Denver is due for a win. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So do I think Tyreek will do good against the Eagles? Yeah, I do. But I think the Eagles are going to win. What's New Orleans' issue? Where do you start in fixing the team? You start with getting a new coach. That's number one. The Dennis Allen is a horrible coach. Great coordinator, horrible head coach. Horrible head coach. That's where you start. Then you get another quarterback, and then you you go from there. But they got to get a new coach first because Dennis Allen is terrible. Terrible. So, all right. What do we got? Let's go over to TikTok here, or over to YouTube. Let's see. Talking about Jim Harbaugh, the NCAA has never earned the benefit of the doubt. Always doubt them and their decisions on things such as this. 1,000%, Austin. 1,000%. Always question the NCAA. They're never consistent. They're never consistent. The punishment for one team will be brutal, but then for the next team, the exact same crime, nothing. Nothing. It's all about the bottom line with them. And that's fine if you just universally just come out and say that and make all decisions, but I don't know. The NCAA is such a joke. Such a joke of an organization. I don't blame Harbaugh for wanting out. So, I do not blame him. What's up, Big Q? What do I think is the key success for Detroit? They got to stop the run, number one. Keep Lamar in the pocket. And I would say they got to run the football. Don't be one-dimensional. because the Ravens have a good defense. So don't be one-dimensional. And now the Lions got a great offensive line. So if they can run the football, good things will happen. So I don't think there are any upsets other than Ohio State this weekend, man. I think Ohio State goes down. I think Penn State gets them. So that's my personal opinion. That's the one game, not a lot of upsets, but I think Penn State wins. Hey, Big B, what do you think about Hardman going back to KC? My man Blake? Yeah, I think it's a good move. I don't know why the Jets weren't playing him. I mean, why'd you bring him in just to not play him? That doesn't make any sense to me. Give him an opportunity. They didn't even give him an opportunity. And the Chiefs need the help because their, receiving core is terrible. Sky Moore, I think we've seen what Sky Moore can do. He just can't get open. Guy can't get open. So, Utah, you think they hit Caleb like they did last year? They might. But they won't be able to score any points. They hit them last year, but USC still scored points. Utah can't score. Even against that bad USC defense, they just can't score. Their defense is not good. Or their offense is not good. The quarterback plays terrible. Sorry, I had to get rid of some idiots over here on TikTok. I apologize. Thoughts on the Ravens this year? The Ravens are fine. They're fine. I like the Ravens, but I like the Steelers better. Yeah, I agree. Think Caleb Williams will sit out when he loses to Washington and Oregon? Why would he sit out? I mean, if you're talking about the bowl game, probably. But he's not going to just sit out regular season games. So, thoughts on OBJ this year? OBJ can't play football anymore, man. He's a shell of himself. He's a number 3 receiver. So I guess I shouldn't say he can't play football. He can't play football at the level that he used to be, and he is a number 3 receiver. And I think the Ravens are treating him as such, that he's a number 3 receiver. So that's OBJ. That's OBJ in a nutshell. My man Tamel Sisney. Franklin has never won the big one. Not holding my breath. That's my problem, Tamel. That's my thing. He hasn't won the big one. That's why I'm saying at some point, the man has got to be able to win it. At some point. So I just think it's this year. I mean, you can't always lose the big one, can you? I don't know. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I'm probably going to be wrong, but I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. So we will see. We will see. Somebody on TikTok say, yes, you can always lose the big one. Man, I got to believe at some point he's got to win it. So we'll see. The Sooners, Oklahoma Sooners, don't have a challenge until the conference championship matchup against Texas. Exactly. No challenge at all. No challenge at all. So, man, we are up over 5,000 likes. So keep tapping. Let's get to 8,000. We still got a ways to go on the follows. So, man, if you guys are in here, share the live, but more importantly, follow. Please give me a follow, man. I would appreciate it. Let's see. I don't know if that's a true statement about Caleb Williams wanting part ownership. So I wouldn't just believe everything you see on the internet because I don't believe that's true. Now, if it is true, he's one of the dumber human beings that I've ever met, him and his father. You're not getting a part of an NFL team. That's not how that works. You couldn't even do it if you wanted to. So, could Julio help the Eagles? I mean, he could, but he won't. I mean, you've seen Julio the last 3 years. Does that look like a guy that can help a team? I mean, seriously. And I love Julio. So, I love Julio Jones. But does he, I mean, the last 3 years, did he look like a guy that could help a team 3 years? He didn't look like that 3 years ago. So, no. Yeah, he can't play anymore. He can't play anymore. Prediction on who's going to play in the Super Bowl? Man, I don't know. 49ers and Dolphins. If I have to pick one, actually 49ers and Bills. 49ers and Bills. I like the Bills. I like the Bills. Kenny Pickett or Sam Howell? I'm a Steelers fan. Take a guess who I'm picking. Let's see. My man, Mike the Ruler. Like the glasses, what's your number one team in college football right now? Michigan. Michigan is my number one team in college football right now. They have played absolutely nobody, but they've destroyed everybody. Where Georgia, same thing. Haven't played anybody really any good, but they destroyed Kentucky. But you're not blowing out Vandy. Vandy stinks and Auburn stinks. So if it's a battle of who you've played that's not any good, what have you done? That's my gig. I like Michigan. Doesn't mean Georgia ain't really good. I just like Michigan better right now. No need to answer if you answered this a bunch already. What do you think of the QB situation at K-State? I have not answered that. I think they start Will Howard this weekend. I think he's earned that right, but also think that Avery Johnson has earned the right to play. A lot. You know, and a lot of people keep saying red shirt Avery. That could be one of the dumber statements. We're trying to win now. If K-State wins out, they go to the Big 12 championship game. So don't you want everybody available or no? So best safety and best cornerback in college football, man. I don't know. Man, there's some crazy people over here on TikTok today, man. I got to get rid of them. I apologize. Who's making the Super Bowl? I don't know. If you know, tell me so I can go bet it right now. Influence and money talk screams LeVar Ball. I'd like to stay away from all of that. Talking about Caleb Williams, yeah. So I don't know. Sorry about that, TikTok. Had an Amber Alert pop up. Let's see. Julio, at best, maybe offers them a red zone threat. But here's the thing. People have been saying that. Was Julio a red zone threat the last 3 years? No. No, he wasn't. So if he wasn't a red zone threat when he was younger, why would he be one now? And that's my only thing. Look, I want it to work for Julio. It's not going to work. He can't play anymore. There's a lot of people that just can't play anymore. It's not his fault. Sorry. Not big on recent Caleb Williams stuff coming out. Number one talent for sure. but maybe a lot of BS that franchises don't want to deal with, especially ones that value winning. I wouldn't get too caught up on all that, Austin, on everything that you hear. Now, don't get me wrong, where there's smoke, there's fire. So I'm sipping on water, brother. Sorry. I'd like for it to be better than that, but it's just water. It's just water. But yeah, Caleb Williams. I like Caleb Williams. So we'll see. We'll see. Some of the comments that he made after that guy from Notre Dame came up to him, that kid that was harassed, he could have just said, look, it's crazy fan. That's what crazy fans do. You know, he didn't put his hands on me. That's the major thing. Because if he would have, I would have knocked him out. He didn't. So you move on. They whipped us. I mean, they can brag. So what's up, brother? What's happening, man? Who's my defensive rookie of the year? I mean, doesn't it have to be Jalen Carter for everybody? I know a lot of people like Witherspoon, and I get it. Here's the thing. If Jalen Carter keeps playing like he's playing, he's going to be first-team All-Pro. Witherspoon is not going to be first-team All-Pro. So then who do you give the award to? That's all I'm saying. If Jalen Carter continues to play like he's playing, he is going to be a first-team All-Pro. And if he's a first-team All-Pro, I got to think that he wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. So, Joey Porter Jr., yeah, he could be, but I don't know what's going on with my Steelers not playing him enough. It's starting to drive me insane, actually. But we'll see. How good are the Browns? The Browns' defense is really good. The Browns' defense is very good. Got to get the offense to come around, though. Got to get the offense to come around. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I like look, the Browns are the Browns. But they're putting it together this year, at least on the defensive side of the ball. So, Penn State or Ohio State. We covered that on Big B Day or Big B Bets. We like Penn State +5. No, we're not doing that. Let's see. Tried to warn me? Of what? Deshaun Watson is the epitome of quiet quitting. I mean, I don't know. He says he's hurt. Don't you have to take the man at his word? Browns defense. It's Witt? Oh, I didn't see who it was. What's up, brother? And the Browns defense has been good in spots, but they haven't really played a decent offense. But I'll give you credit. You're right. You were right. You were right. But I also remember you saying that Deshaun was going to be good too. And you were not right. You were not right. And the Cowboys. You were not right. You were not right. But I'm with you. I admit, you are 1,000% correct about the Browns defense. 1,000%. So I'm not going to fake the funk. I'm not going to fake the funk. You were 1,000% correct, Whit. So, yeah. Saints are not good. No, they're not good. The Saints are terrible. Are the 49ers the real deal? Well, I think they are, but I think we also know the 49ers can get beat, and I think we know why. And I'm going to keep that going. Brock Purdy. A little game pressure on Brock Purdy. How'd that go? My man, Hooligan. Worried about the Rams passing attack this weekend, since that's where I feel like the 49ers, Texans attacked us as well. My thoughts. Man, Joey Porter Jr. is going to have to see the field, and we are going to have to get after Stafford. You know, Get after them because you're right. I'm nervous about it too. We got to come up with a plan, man, because if they get it rolling, we don't have anybody to cover those guys. Cooper Kupp, they're talking about bumping Patrick Peterson inside to cover. I'm like, that would be a mistake. Because Patrick Peterson, look, he just can't play anymore at that level, man. He can't. I feel bad, but he can't. So it makes me nervous. I think the Steelers got to try to little ball control and keep the ball away from the Rams. But if they do, my man Blake, do you think CJ Stroud will get Offensive Rookie of the Year? If he doesn't, it's a crime. But Puka. So we'll see. So, and then my man Austin here. Just curious, what's your preference on pro college sports? I prefer college basketball, but pro football. It's a great question. First of all, everybody has to understand, and I know some people don't get it, all professional sports, the actual games, they're better played at the professional level. That's number one. I love college basketball. I love college football. I prefer NFL over all of it. So if I had to do it in order of those four sports, it would be NFL 1, college basketball 2, college football 3, and NBA 4. In that order for me. I'm a big college basketball fan. As some of y'all know, I grew up in Louisville, so I'm a big college basketball fan. Huge. It wouldn't be Anthony Richardson getting Rookie of the Year. If he wasn't hurt, no, he wouldn't. He wasn't going to win it. Yeah, I don't think so at all. Canada can't give us ball control. You might be right. But it's more than Canada in Pittsburgh, man. I know we all want to blame Canada. It's not just Canada that's the problem in Pittsburgh. It's just not. So we'll see. We will see. What do we got over on TikTok? Again, man, remember, Big B Daily Show, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Time. Please join. Give me a follow if you're on TikTok. Please give me a follow and then click the link and come on over to YouTube. Subscribe to my channel and join the chat, man. It's time for a change. Tomlin has to go. I mean, here we sit 5 games in. We want to get rid of Tomlin. Look, I think if they don't make the playoffs, I said it at the beginning of the year. They didn't give Tomlin an extension when they usually do it with 2 years left. They didn't do that this year. I think that the Roonies are in a wait and see period. And maybe they're saying, look, we got to be better. I need to see progress. If I don't see progress, we got to go in a different direction. That I want to see some progress. 8-8 and 9-8 doesn't do anything for me either. I know there's a bunch of people that love Tomlin, and I do too. But 8-8, 9-8, winning record, that doesn't do anything for me. That does, I mean, and picking 18 to 22 every year, that doesn't do anything for me. So I don't know what coach I want, but I know I don't want one that's stale. I don't want one that all I'm going to say is, well, he's never had a losing record. Okay, fine. But I haven't won a playoff game in 7 years. What coach keeps their job after not winning a playoff game after 7 years? Just name me one. And no, we're not going to take Dennis Allen. But that's my whole thing. What coach can go 7 years without winning a playoff game and keep their job? So, I don't know. I love Tomlin, but sometimes I don't know. It's disappointing. That's, I think, what's most important. I'm just disappointed because we should be better. We should be better, and we're not. So, that's where I'm at with it. That's where I'm at with the people. Big weekend of college football. Baseball, I think it's going to be a big weekend too. We'll see. The Rangers better win tonight. The Rangers better win. Because if the Rangers don't win today, they are in trouble. And they're already down 1-0. Yeah. The Rangers don't win today. I'm sorry. The series is over. Series is over. What's my confidence level in Pickett? I think Pickett is fine. I didn't want to draft him when we did. He's our quarterback. So we got to root for him. We just have to put him in situations where he can succeed, which means we got to run the ball better, have a little play action, and just put him in position. Now, he's got some bad habits too. Stop scrambling around when you don't have to. Step up in the pocket. So, yeah, the O-line is terrible. They got to be better. So we'll see, man. Baby Hands he's just that. Baby Hands Pickett is not the greatest. And my team is the Steelers. The Steelers definitely need better DBs. They need better DBs. They need a better O-line. They need a lot. You have a better perspective given your experience, but I feel like I have halfway decent OC with these players would be able to get 30 points in a handful of games. Hooligan, you're 1,000% correct. The scheme is bad in Pittsburgh, but the offensive line doesn't help. But the scheme is bad. Not enough motion, not enough things that we can be better at. Not enough imagination. They got to be better. Canada just lacks the imagination. It's just troubling. I mean, when's the last time the Steelers scored 30 points? I don't even remember. I mean, literally, I don't remember. So, it's crazy. Do I think Bill Belichick is gone after this season? I do. I think he just retires. I think he retires. I think he's done. So, and you may be right about Tomlin too. And maybe time just for a change to move on. The Suns, 2024 champs? I don't think so. Not enough defense. Not enough defense in Phoenix. So, somebody's got to defend somebody. They don't have enough people to do that. They say they don't need a point guard in Phoenix. They say all of them can bring it up. So we'll see. The Warriors are not winning it. Couple more and then we're going to sign off here. Let's flip the negativity. What's the best thing about the Steelers right now? I say Watt and Highsmith will get after the quarterback for the next few years. Yeah. Broderick Jones. Joey Porter Jr. There's positive stuff going on in Pittsburgh. The offensive weapons are there. It's just, can they get it together? Can they get it all together? Yeah, the defense is good. They need some better corners. But if they can figure that out, you know, I more power to him, man. More power to him. If I had to put John Elway, Andrew Luck, Caleb Williams, and Trevor Lawrence in a prospect order, Elway and Luck, I mean, that's probably the order. You got it right there. I think that's probably the order. I may put Trevor Lawrence ahead of Caleb Williams. So, but I think that's the right order. Caleb Williams is a diva. There's a lot of divas that play football, man. A lot of them. So, you got to get over that. You got to get over that. All right, man. We're going to shut this one down for today. So, again, thank everybody that came and joined the live. I appreciate everything that you guys are doing for us. Keep coming back, man. Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Time. Big B Daily Show. Thank you guys for coming, man. I appreciate it. Again, TikTok, give me a follow if you're not already following. And if you are, click the link and come join the live. Come subscribe over on YouTube and join the live that way. Other than that, you guys have a good weekend, and I will see you guys tomorrow.